Yo, what's up everyone, Kieran here, and it's time for another update video. This one's on about, basically, leading on from the last one, what I was talking about being a musician at the game jams, and stuff like that. So, as you all know, I took part in it in March last year. We didn't know anything about it when it happened, we didn't really know how much you were going to do. Just, 24 hours to make a game, that's all we knew. We just got told to go there and make the music. So, we went in. The music went well and everything, and we had a good laugh. Like, I know me and George were in different groups, obviously, because we only went into one musical endeavour really in that first one, and the three words to centre the game around, so we had to revolve the music around that. So it was a really good, interesting thing that we had to do. So, talking about the music now, more than the last one as well, about why it's all important. Video games are more than just the game. They're more than just the gameplay, they're more than just the story. There wouldn't be a story as well unless you have the music. They're an audio-visual performance. And it's that immerses you into the game, basically. It's this musical composition that can set apart, your game being, there, and yours being there. There's a big gap that it can make depending on your music. I mean, say, take a game, God of War. It wouldn't be the same God of War that we knew if it didn't have that iconic theme tune, basically. The iconic music that we all know that Santa Monica made. I mean, you can't imagine it where you climb up a massive cliff and you see the massive scale in the background. It's just going do 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 do. It makes God of War. It's like Final Fantasy VII with Sephiroth without one-winged angel. It's just cannot happen. It's these iconic things that make a game. I mean, look at Devil May Cry and stuff like that. Sure, the remake might have had actual licensed songs in it and stuff like that, but if you look at Devil May Cry 4 or something like that, or 3, which, personal opinion, is the best one. Sorry if you don't agree, but still, best one to me. But it's amazing that the music can just fit so well with it that it makes the game more than it could have been. It could have been a lot worse. The music could have been bad for it. Stuff like that. I'm actually going to do a really weird comparison now. I'm going to compare Resident Evil to Destiny, because talking about the music and how it can fit in with the game. The intro when you start up Destiny, it's got this really nice piano and orchestra in the background, and the first time I heard it I literally thought, holy crap, this sounds like a safe room in Resident Evil. Just using the low end of a piano's register, and it just fits so well, and you can just hear that Resident Evil Calm Before the Storm sort of feel into it, which sort of fits in with the story if you've played it. If not, play it, please. You'll understand then. Or watch my other video that I'll link in the description about the music in Destiny. So, going off track there, so I'll get back on track again. That, the emotions that the music can put across, you can feel happy, you can feel sad. Last of Us. You can feel, it makes a complete difference between whether feeling just like you're playing the game, just going, oh yeah, I was going through the motions, I'm thinking, holy crap, this is amazing. It's like that moment that you're taking on a boss 100 times your size. You're just getting psyched because of the music. It's just that amazing rush. You can just feel that rush of adrenaline, basically. And it's what makes it a masterpiece. Using an analogy here, it's literally it's the audio brushstroke that makes it a masterpiece in that entire sense. And music overall takes a bigger role than what people do realise. I mean, that's why all my music is available to basically use for free, because I just make it because I know how difficult sometimes it can be to get that thing that you want for your game. You know that your game's lacking something. Sometimes it can be difficult to get it, which is why I'm making all my music and I just basically put it up on SoundCloud for free, which I'll also link in down below along with my blog as well. So keep up to date on that, because there's a couple of things going up on there as well recently. And I've never felt that sense of achievement of getting music done right, not just for one group, for 4 groups from the last game jam that I did that were up on my blog as well, that I wrote about. I mean, it was just amazing. Again, like doing it for more than one group, for different games, different genres, different feels to the game. You know, it's a bit of difference, like a stereotypical giant monster soundtrack like Godzilla or something like that, and then compare it to like a side-scrolling sort of collection adventure where you're just going to pick things up while running away from a dude on a horse, and you just got like that sort of galloping noise, like that galloping music in the background. Damn, I should have put Iron Maiden in that. That'd have been awesome. But going off track again, you know, overall the music making it is really fulfilling. And it helps having a group of people that you know that work with you well. Like me, Dan, and Nate, we did that, and we were happy with what we did, and we couldn't have asked for anything better. I mean, it were awesome for us. It really was. So, honestly, if you're near one of these game jams or 3-thing game competitions, do take part in them. You've got to. They're amazing. There's so much experience, and it's so valuable for what you can get out of it. I mean, developers are going to be looking for what you've done. If you're wanting to go into stuff like this, they're going to be looking at what you've done before, what you've been doing. You know, have you been working for people? And, you know, show that you can do what, you know, your client wants. Show that you can do it amazingly. And, you know, do something that you love. Get out there and do that thing that you love. Do this, because developers love and appreciate the fact that you are genuinely passionate about it. I've had a chance to talk to a few developers, and they all say the same thing. You know, like, you're just going to be passionate about it. You know, you've got to know what, you know, you love, basically. And it could lead to you basically having a foot in the game industry. You never know. But if you're at uni, ask around there. You know, the game jams and stuff like that are mainly university things and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm in a different discipline. We're doing music, but honestly, if you're in different disciplines, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm doing music, and obviously it fits in more with video games, but any experience is a good experience. I mean, you could be doing accounting, and you could want to go into video games, like the video game industry. You just never know. So it's always worth asking about. I mean, you're not going to regret it. What have you got to lose if they say that you can't do it? Which I don't think they would anyway, but who knows. So going on to the bigger stuff now, with the Global Game Jam. Me and Dan are going to it. Nath unfortunately can't make it this time, which is a real shame, because Dan were always good with doing... Nath, oh god, I'm losing it. But Nath was the one that did quite a lot of the good, like the sound effects and stuff like that, and he was like amazing at it. And he does like a lot of drums and stuff like that, so losing him's going to be a real like knock to me and Dan, but you know, we're not going to let it slow us down as well. It's our first game jam ever, so there's that sort of dual sense of feeling extremely excited for it, and we're absolutely terrified because it's like global. You know, it's in the name. It's global. You know, in comparison, it's a completely whole other spectrum of video game like making and stuff like that. Like I was talking to somebody that I've been talking to recently, Alan, and he's like basically referred to it as like the Olympics of game jams. That, you know, it's that much of a big deal in like the game jam sort of like the community and stuff like that, that it's a massive thing. But all we're thinking is just bring it on, because me and Dan, we're going to be ready for it, and we're not going to take no for an answer. So just one last thing as well. Obviously talking to a couple of people. I'm going to be doing a sort of vlog while I'm at the game jam as well. So you're going to see exactly what's going on there. I'm going to take all like my recording stuff and things like that, and hopefully get a video put out after it's finished. hopefully get it put out Monday, Tuesday after it finishes that weekend, which is the 29th till 31st. Hopefully get it put up hopefully around the 2nd or 3rd of February, because I know 1st of February, like, the semester starts then, so I'm literally probably going to be dead. I don't even know if I'm going to be going in that day. Well, hopefully I am. I mean, I'm going to be bugging in it first day back, and I've missed the first lesson because I've been up for 48 hours making music for video games. So, until then, keep the music playing. Hey everyone, something I forgot to add in the video that I've just done, basically, that should be uploaded soon. What I'm going to be doing in the beginning of February, hopefully with new semester starting and all exams are done, is I'm going to be doing a sort of a video diary on how I make a video game soundtrack, basically. So what I'm going to be doing is doing a original song based off a video game, so I'm going to be doing one inspired by Devil May Cry 3. So that should be going up, hopefully, a couple of video diaries here and there, and hopefully you all like it. I mean, it's going to be doing what I do best, really, in doing video game music, so it's going to be a lot of fun, definitely. I'm going to be recording every little bit that I'm doing, all the guitars, doing the drums, doing the bass, all the production. Dan and Nathan are probably going to be helping out on it as well, with like the production side of it. So hopefully you all enjoy it, and until then, keep the music playing.